Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Subrata Sarker. I'm a mechanical engineer working in manufacturing industry since last 20 years. Today we'll discuss a very common topic. You all know about it. That is leadership. But I will try to share some of the small things on this subject. Hope you'll like it. Now, leadership is not a position actually. It is an action. Many people have an idea, like I'm talking about the organizational perspective, say, some people think that he's a senior position, I'm in a junior position, so how I can be a leader? So person who is in a senior position, he can be a leader. That's not right actually. Many times you'll find maybe the workshop in charge is not the leader, one's junior supervisor may be the leader. It's not about the position actually, it is about the action. For example, say in some situation, the mishap happened in any, there are 100 people, some firefighting situation is there. So nobody is, everybody is watching the situation. Out of 100, 200 people, now one people just came out from that situation. Then he is the leader actually. Many people, it's very difficult actually to take first step actually for any situation, to take a risk. So those who can take those, they are the leader actually. It's not about position, it's not about qualification, it's not about seniority, it is not about your richness, nothing actually. It is about your action. Your action will make you a leader. Many cases or many times actually, people little bit mix up between a boss or a manager with the leader, but there are distinguishing factor actually, or even very easy way differentiate between a leader and a boss depending on the behavior or the character actually. There are two words. One is knows, goes and shows. A leader is one who knows, who goes and who shows. That means a leader is a person who knows the thing, who go in actual place where needs to be done, and he can do it by himself and demonstrate this. Yes, this can be done in this way. He is the leader. If you have two things, like you know the things, but you will not go there to do that way, then you are not a leader, you are a boss or a manager. Leader will first show. We all know that, boss will say or manager will say, go there and do it. But leader's language should be like, leader, automatically it comes out. It's not that they're making it. But let's go and do it. So this is a small thing, but it is it makes a difference actually. And leader never use people. But in this manager use people actually, depending on the use. Not I'm saying for personal use, they use for the sake of the organizational goal, but they are not worried about the development of the subordinate. Manager is not worried about or bothered about the development of this subordinate or his team member. But a leader, a real leader, he thinks about the development of the people. He wants to create a more leader, not more follower actually. This is the things actually, the difference between a leader and a manager. As we all know that, this boss is focuses on things, but the leader focuses on people. That's why, a boss can get a limited result, but leader can get an unlimited result actually, Boss can plan. He make a plan, do it in next 7 days, this work needs to be done. So this is the way boss or manager works. Leader will not give any limitation, 7 days, 2 days, 5 days, nothing. He will inspire the person to work. And it may be possible that work the person can deliver in next 2 days. So leader is always the result of leader always will give a bigger picture actually. And result of a manager or a boss will give a definite picture surely, but that is a small picture actually. So like boss will always direct you. He will show you, you do it in that way. But leader will give you a motivation and give you some very rough directions, not very precise. You should do that way. So, but the other person will find the best possible ways. So, or rather, you can say the leader is one who can demonstrate what is possible. Many times, we have been doing some things for next 20 years, so we know only this can be done. A leader is a person who can demonstrate what you are doing since last 20 years for say X number or something in X volume, you can do it today 5x. Not necessarily you have to add resources 5 times. That's not needed. So the leader will not only talks, he will demonstrate. Who can demonstrate? He is the leader actually. Who only talks, not leader. And one of the most important thing is it's not it's for everybody actually. Never discourage anybody who is making a continuous small improvements even. It's very small, very slow improvement, but never discourage. Because if a person feel appreciated, he will always deliver more than what is expected from him. So appreciation is very much important. And there are 5 types of leadership actually, and all leaderships are not applicable for all areas. That's the reason actually. So in different fields, different types of leaderships will give success. Like there are transformational leaderships, there are democratic leadership. Say Mr. Narendra Modi or the Donald Trump, they are democratic leader actually. The charismatic leader like Richard Branson, the one of the renowned industrialist based on UK. And there can be autocratic leader. Autocratic leader maybe in administration area, maybe in the field of business also. And this in leadership, one of the very important thing needs to realize that every time I am not the most intelligent person. There are other people who are also intelligent, and sometimes they are more intelligent than me. The person who realizes this from his heart, or rather it is very important to realize if you want to become a good leader actually. And there are 7 style of leadership by grades, if you say, from number 1 is called wisdom or visionary leader. Number 2 is called the mentor or partner. Number 3 is called inspirer or integrator leader. Number 4 is called facilitator leader. Number 5, which a manager is also a leader. It's a different grade actually. There is a relationship manager, and one is called crisis director. This is the 7th level of or last level of leader. There are people who perform very well when the things there is a crisis situation. Every time in crisis situation they can handle it, but they cannot foresee that this crisis situation again will come, and they will not they cannot permanently prevent it that this situation will not come. They are by type actually they are firefighter actually. This is a good quality obviously, but that's not the best quality. And at the same time, in an organization perspective, it is very important to identify a bad leader, because a bad leader can take a good stuff and destroy, and causing the best employee to flee, and remainder will be demotivated totally. So in any organization, it's very important whether there is any bad leader or not. And there are many traits actually which are very much needed for a leader actually. Like a leader should be loyal, you know, not dishonest. Leader cannot be a dishonest person actually. A leader should have empathy quality. Leader should have the accountability, duty and determination, energy, and always encouraging. A leader should give respect to each and every person. And selflessness is very important for a leader. Honorable leader should be humble always actually. He's not a showing person actually, a show person. There is always an integrated innovation quality needs to be to the leader, and passion and pride for the work is very important for a leader. So these are the traits very much needed to be a leader. And when you have all these traits, this is leadership actually, nothing else. And in organizational perspective, to become a successful leader, there are some proportionate quality, like you should have vision. At least 30-35% of your quality should be vision, and you should have a 35% quality for energizing people. Communication say 20%, charisma say 8%, and technical competence is 5%. What I meant to say, to be a good leader in an organization, say a technical organization, if you have 5% technical competency, this is enough to be the good leader. Leader don't need the technical competency, not required at all. Vision is very important. 35% if your capacity should be on vision, focus. You should have the capability to energize people, not energize you only. If you are a single energetic person, an organization, it is not very very. What organization do? Is a single energetic person. Organization, every person should be energetic through the influence of a single person, which is called leader. So we should not try to be a good leader. Our target should not be a good leader, a good boss or manager actually. Should be a good leader. Now the question is, how do you understand that you are a good leader? Question is, it is very difficult actually to identify or get understand that yes, I am the leader. Now I am a leader. Very simple solution or very simple indication I am saying. If your action inspire other to dream more, to do more, to become more, then you are a leader. You are saying something to your subordinate or team member, they are doing even more than what you have told them. They are getting more dream for that, getting more energized, what you have not told even. Then you can be sure that you are now a leader. So if you find this presentation is interesting, you can share with your friends. You can also subscribe my YouTube channel so that you can get the notification for my future presentation. Thank you very much for your attention and time.